Hey everybody, welcome back to Our Opinion, brand new and improved. Probably not that much because we're using the same old camera. But I'm Sergio.
I'm trying my best to improve it. And I'm Hilario.
Yeah, and today we'll be talking about Underworld Blood Wars. First movie right out of the year. And I gotta say, first impressions,
Awesome.
that's not that great.
Meh.
It's not that great.
It's gonna be, if I'm giving it a score, look, we're gonna give you a quick review whether you should go see it or not, and I don't think you should.
Nah.
At most, wait until it comes out on cable.
If you're a fan of the movies, I've seen every single one. I saw all
I've
the
seen
movies.
like the first and second.
I saw all. This is the fifth one. I've seen all five of them, including this one, obviously. If you're a fan of it, even I think you're not gonna be all that impressed with what this was. Literally, I thought the quality was very lacking. Clearly, a low budget movie, but they were trying to make it like it was a big budget movie with everything they try to do. The story was weak. The dialogue was really weak at times, like extremely. And overall, the look of it, even the look looked like it was bland. It's like they try to recreate what the first ones looked like, but just.
And I like the first one. It might be nostalgic because I don't know how old I was when it came out, but I remember liking the first movie.
I did. I
liked the concept of it.
I did like the first one too. It had a much better story. It looked better. Even the fight scenes were better in the first one. Even the likings look better when they transform.
The visuals look better because that vampire she fights at the end looks like a more classic vampire looking. He looked awesome. These wolves, they looked super CG. They didn't look good at all.
No, they did not. I felt like I was watching a very high class, much more improved sci-fi movie. Some of the parts I really did not like when they do the slow motion. It looked like all of a sudden the quality of the movie went super low. Like I don't know who they got to. I don't know why they did the slow motion at times, and I don't know who did it. Seriously, it was one of the worst slow motion scenes I've ever seen in a movie. It was terrible. I just don't know I didn't know how to explain how terrible that really was. I hated that. I hated the overall story felt very lacking. Like they didn't really have a story.
It was a little boring.
Yeah, it was boring. I found myself.
There was a lot of exposition where they kept telling you more about the past to set up what's going on forward.
Yeah.
Which is, they were setting up exposition for stuff that happened the second before that scene came in.
Yeah, and to me the thing I didn't like, because I remember seeing the second one, and when the second one ended, they made her into this. It's like she was special, you know what I mean? Because she became the new ultimate vampire at the end of the second one, and it's like all of that went out the window by this one. She was getting beaten by regular vampires,
and that's true. Now, vampires that weren't even very well trained, because they made it very clear in the movie that they don't know how to fight.
And apparently she is the best. And in this movie, she is a legend when it comes to what the positions that she had when in the beginning of the first movies. But yet she is getting beaten in this movie by just regular vampires that are apparently not well trained. You know what I mean? It wasn't all that great. There was a couple of cool fight scenes. I did like some of the fight scenes, but it was put down by the CG, like you said. The battle between the main antagonist and her, I thought, I thought it was pretty good, but yeah, the CG was bad.
My favorite scenes are part of the scenes where people are getting backstabbed, because it came unexpectedly. I didn't see it coming.
Very Game of Thrones, and apparently, and then they had the Game of Thrones character in it, which I'm not very familiar with him, but apparently he's in the show, and they do a lot of backstabbing in that show. So
and it kind of works. It worked well throughout the story, and it was nothing bad.
Yeah.
To me, overall, it was a movie. So if I had to give it a rating, it'll probably end up being a 4 to a 3. Nothing higher than a 5.
Mine's between a 4 and a 3. It might even get lower as I process the movie more, but I'm giving it around a 4 to 3. Everything was done correctly. They used more special effects, and even these days, to me, the excuse of low budget and bad CG should no longer exist. Because if District 9 did it back then with that low of a budget,
probably a lower budget,
and then Deadpool did a really good CG shots with their budget, which I want to say, I haven't seen the budget for Deadpool, and I haven't seen the budget for this one. But if there's roughly around the same the same amount of money that was put into Deadpool that it was put into this one, that there is no excuse. So then in that case, I just felt that because I think this was a Sony movie, they just rushed into production. They wanted. I mean,
was it? Because how long ago did the last one come out?
A while ago. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they ever planned to make another one because I think the last one didn't make all that much money. But I guess it made enough money for them to be like, we could keep going. But either that or they don't have a very good writing team and a very good producers. I mean, like I said, these days to me, low budget movies could really do really good CG. I mean, District 9 did it back then. Deadpool did it a year ago, just last year. It looked great. I mean, it doesn't hurt the movie that the director comes from a special effects and VFX background.
That's what it was, right?
Yeah, it helps him that way.
I remember there being something about it that.
Yeah, but I mean, then you get people that understand CG and then be like, we could do this with low budget, or come up with a story that you could craft around that budget, because it was bad. The budget for it, you could tell, was low. But I felt like they were trying to go for something that they couldn't afford.
To me, if you're going to go see a movie this weekend, don't see that one. There's good movies out. There's La La Land. I heard A Monster Calls is pretty good.
Which I wanted to go see. I think I still might go see that one.
Silence, I think, opened up in more theaters this week.
Yeah.
As did, what was one of the other short budget ones? Fences. There's like a bunch of good movies coming out. Yeah. And instead of that one, I suggest you go watch another one. Specifically, if you haven't seen La La Land, that was probably my favorite movie of last year. I suggest going out to go see that one.
That Monster Calls might be. I'm hearing good things about it. And what was the other one you said that they started doing more showings? Silence. I'm hearing good things about it. So I feel that if you don't go see this one, you do have a good choice of good movies. The landscape is changing. No longer is January. I think it's going to be a dumping ground for bad movies. I think we just went to see a bad movie.
Yeah.
So that's it for our video. You could follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Hi-Ruse. You can also follow us on Facebook at Hi-Ruse, and I do have another channel called Hi-Ruse. I'll be making a short video for that one later, so it kind of introduce you what that channel is about.
And as far as me, you can follow the channel, which is Our Opinions 84 on Twitter. And yeah, just like, subscribe, and leave your comments down below.
We will be making more videos, I promise. As the year goes on this year, we were going to do better. We're going to get better equipment. The videos will get better as we go along.
My set goal is to do at least 4 this month and not go any lower going forward. At least try to add another video each month, trying to get it to a regular 6.
Yeah.
6 a month.
We will be making more videos. We will get better at it. It's a new year, new things.